Average is now $1.94 a gallon. That's down more than a penny overnight.
Well, turning now to breaking news. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton talking one-on-one with CNN today as the language heats up between North and South Korea. This morning, South Korea is warning its neighbor to the north that it is ready to respond and attack Pyongyang's launch sites if its ships come under attack. The North already proclaiming that it is, quote, fully ready for war. A lot of tension in the region, and the nation's top diplomat telling CNN that right now the North is at a crucial crossroads.
What is clear from the six-party process over the last years is that when North Korea decides to cooperate and make agreements that it believes are in the furtherance of its own interests, it will do so. And when it doesn't, it is always seeking advantage, and it uses, provocative words and threatened actions to try to get attention in order to, make a deal in some way. Food and fuel and other kinds of assets. I mean, South Korea basically, keeps the North Korean economy going with all of the subsidies of food and fuel and medical supplies and the like. So I think it's calculated. And I think you have to respond in kind as you look at the behavior of the day, the week, the month, and the year. Now, if North Korea is calculating that somehow they're going to drive a wedge between the United States and the Republic of Korea, they're badly miscalculating. Our alliance is, stronger than ever, and it's not only about our mutual security, but it's also about how we're going to deal with the global economy and so much else. So I think that there's a testing period and a kind of, wait and see attitude about how this is going to move forward. And we're hoping that North Korea will see its way clear to re-engage. And as I've said repeatedly, if we can get to the point where denuclearization is verifiable and complete, there are tremendous advantages waiting for North Korea. Not only a bilateral, normal relationship with the United States, but I think a lot of international support and aid that could come to the people of North Korea.
Secretary of State Hillary Clinton talking with our Jill Doherty overnight. Right now, the Secretary is headed to Beijing, and let's tap into CNN Global Resources and head there now live ahead of the Secretary. Our John Vaz is in our Beijing bureau this morning. And John, back to North Korea, the language getting hotter and hotter between North and South Korea. What's up with all the saber rattling there? Are they just trying to get noticed?
Yeah, well, certainly they're trying to get noticed. There's a new administration in Washington. North Korea wants some attention. This sort of Brinkman-like ship tactics and the threats, it certainly is not unusual for North Korea. We've seen these tactics before, trying to drive a wedge between the allies in the region. They tried it during the six-party process. There was a time then when they refused to speak with the Japanese delegates because of some perceived diplomatic spout. Hillary Clinton making it clear that it would not work. Also, at the same time, extending that hand to North Korea, saying if it plays by the rules, if it gets back to negotiations, there will be rewards for the North. The only problem with that line of diplomacy, it just didn't work for Condoleezza Rice when she was Secretary of State. She tried it in the last couple of years of the Bush administration, and it just hasn't worked. So this is the real problem for Hillary Clinton right now, John.
The Secretary of State, John, also talking about a potential crisis of secession there in North Korea. Still no certainty on Kim Jong-il's health, and now word of a shakeup at the top ranks of the military?
Yeah, look, we know something's going on inside North Korea. We know that in the last couple of days, Kim Jong-il has sacked 3 senior military officials, replaced them with 3 hardliners who are loyal to him. We know that Kim Jong-il had a stroke last August, and those who are coming out of North Korea have told me that the dear leader is still involved in key decisions, but no longer involved in the day-to-day decision-making. So we don't know how his health is. We've seen him last week, some still photographs, inspecting some military units, but we haven't seen any video. We haven't seen him moving. One of the symptoms of that stroke was, in fact, said that he was suffering of limp. So because we haven't seen him walking, we don't know if he is, in fact, still limping. We don't know if he's, in fact, walking at all. So we don't know how severe that stroke was. We don't know how much he has managed to recover from that. But it is clear there is something going on within North Korea, and Kim Jong-il is tightening his grip on the military, John.
John Vaz on the story for us this morning from Beijing. And again, Hillary Clinton will be heading to Beijing in just the next couple of hours. John, thanks so much.